Josh Kukula, what's poppin'?
How's it going, man? How you doing?
I am great. Tell us about you. How are you doing? How's your 2021 coming along? What's happening?
Oh man, to start things off, 2021 in itself has already been so crazy. I've done so many like cool things already. Like I've been working on some bigger projects. Like my content in the past has been like all about positivity and kindness and stuff like that. So one thing coming into 2021 that I wanted to do differently from 2020 is I wanted to kind of like, instead of making a ton of smaller, giving back videos, I wanted to do bigger things. So like one thing that I did, this video is coming out like this week on Friday. A couple weeks ago, I flew home to my hometown, Portland, Oregon, for literally less than 24 hours to
Right.
surprise one of my friends. So like that's one of the like ideas that I did, and I have a ton more of these like ideas, great ideas coming up in the future, of just like bigger projects. That's really what I'm pushing for in 2021, and it's been going good so far.
I
Having a lot
love
of
to
fun.
hear that it's going good. Number one, I want to know about like your friend. Was your friend surprised? What was their reaction? Did they
Yeah,
cry? How was it?
yeah, it was amazing. Oh my gosh. So he had no idea. I told him, I was like, "Hey, I'm coming in town. I'm doing like this random video where I'm just doing a Q&A with a ton of my hometown friends." And so that's kind of how I got him to like not expect anything.
Disarm
And
them.
then I did this with my other friend actually, Josh Van Battenberg. He also does social media and stuff too. And so he thought it would be a super cool idea, so we did it together. And we surprised him with rent, so we gave him $2,000 for rent. And we each split it. So it was super cool. He was like, he did not expect it at all. I gave him my thousand, then he had his reaction, and it was like super. It was so wholesome, so like it was just awesome. Like it made me so happy. And then like right after he kind of like settled down, my other friend Josh Van Battenberg gave him the other $1,000. And then like instantly like tears started coming out, and it was so awesome. Like it makes me so happy to be able to like do stuff like that. And I don't know, it was so cool.
You
It was
know,
really
hearing stuff like that just makes you so happy just hearing it. So you can only imagine how it feels when you're actually in the
yeah,
process doing it. The
yeah.
emotions are flowing. You know, you're doing something good. I appreciate that about you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's super cool what I get to do, and I'm so thankful for it every single day of my life.
Because I feel like there's so much negativity online right now, like just
Right. Yeah,
bullying
totally.
and everything that's happening. And you decide to take a different approach with, I was watching one TikTok of yours and you were just like you were popping up on people's screens and complimenting them. And I feel
Yeah.
like that probably makes the world of difference to people. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And one of those videos in itself, I wanted to do those in specific because that platform does not have the best reputation behind it. There's like, I know from personal experience of friends who have gotten bullied on that platform and stuff. So I initially started that series and like that whole thing of going on that platform to spread positivity and do that stuff because of my friends and people who I know who have gone through hard times on that site. So I thought it was going to be a super great spot to spread positivity.
Did you set out to be an influencer or it just like popped into your lap? How did that happen?
Oh, dude. Okay. So, I mean, growing up, I've always made videos. When I was younger, I mean, I did like Nerf gun videos. Like I used to do Nerf wars with me and my friends, and I would play Minecraft all the time. And like we would make Let's Plays on Minecraft. We would make gaming videos. And then at one point, we started a gaming clan, kind of like the FaZe clan, if you know who they are. And we did that for a little bit. We did that for a year or two, and then we kind of stopped. And then I kind of like settled in and was like, all right, it's sophomore year, high school. I need to kind of get on track. I need to like get ready for college, start preparing myself. So then that's when I kind of like got away from social media and was like, yeah, it's not really realistic for me. And then come like junior, senior year, one of my other friends, Sean, started blowing up on TikTok. And I was like, he convinced me to start doing it. I was always like, oh, TikTok, it's that like, I don't want to download it. It's stupid. It's that like kid app. And that's always how I was, but I downloaded it and I had so much fun with it. And it was so awesome. And like, it like really took off like right away. And I didn't find the positivity stuff until like a few months into social media. Like I was doing just kind of random stuff, trying to figure out, what content was for me. And then like out of nowhere, I just made one of those videos, the tipping videos, and it just kind of took off.
That's so dope. So at what point did you decide that, all right, I want to move down to LA to
Yeah.
further?
I mean, before I even made the original tipping video, I mean, I was just doing social media, and like I was at like 200K followers on my TikTok page. And it was like at that moment, I was like, I wasn't making any money. I was broke, living at my parents' house. I mean, I was a senior in high school. So granted, I'm going to be broke. I didn't have a job. So, I was just kind of making videos from my room in my mom's house, trying to do my thing. And I was telling my parents like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep doing social media. I'm going to move out to LA once I start making enough money. And at the time I was like, yeah, within the next 5 years, I'll be moving out. And then that ended up not being true. I ended up moving out less than a year later. Cause it just took off. So it was like, at the beginning of it, I was kind of just like, yeah, I'm going to just kind of go for it. I mean, I'm young. If it all fails, if I do this for 5 years, I can always go back to college if whatever happens, but I don't see that happening.
Right.
But you can always go back.
I mean, listen, it's been going well so far. You just got to make sure
Right.
that
Yeah.
keep up with it.
Yeah, totally.
Do you ever feel like that there is crazy amounts of pressure to, I guess, keep the content coming after all, you got 3.4 million followers. So I'm sure that there is a constant like, thought in
Mhm.
your mind, like, I got to keep it going. I got to keep it going. I got to
Yeah,
keep it going.
yeah. I mean, totally. There is, and I'm not gonna lie. I've been slacking a little bit on my page. I've been really trying to figure out what content I really want to make. And that's part of that is like the bigger videos, the bigger project videos. I'm really excited about those. And with those, I can't really do that every single day. I can't bump those out for social media and like be posting all the time super frequently. But if I do that type of video, I'm gonna really focus on the quality and make sure the quality is the best of the best, if I'm not posting the quantity, if that makes sense. So
Absolutely.
I see it as like one or the other. You really gotta like, yes, there is a ton of pressure and you want to continue posting, and it's really smart to continue posting consistently and whatnot, because you will lose your fan base. But then again, like quality again can be better than quantity.
Do you feel like that, I guess, living, because you are living with a bunch of content creators right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I live with two of them just got their own place. They've been just kind of crashing on our couch, looking for a place to live at. And so they just moved out literally a couple of days ago. And then I live with like five other friends, and we do a content house. It's called the Pound LA.
Mhm.
And yeah, so we're doing that, and that's so much fun too. So
Do you find to be easier to collaborate with those guys as opposed to just like working on your own?
yeah, yeah, it totally is. And like aside from just collaborations with them, because it's not necessarily that I collab with them all the time. It's like the ideas
Ideas.
that it brings, from all of us being put in the same house. Because you can imagine one creator with a great mind coming up with videos that get a million views, and then you put that creator with another creator that's doing the same thing, getting a million views, and then that's two amazing minds put together to make that same idea 10 times better. Because when you put two minds together, it's going to make everything so much better. And when you do that with 5 6 7 people like what we're doing, it's just it's crazy. It's so much fun too. And every morning it's just, you wake up with your best friends, and it's so cool.
I was
So
about to ask, like, how is it to live in a content house, being as though the pandemic is still going on?
yeah.
You can't necessarily go out and do everything that you want to do. Like, so it has to be fun, just like living with people. Like, what are some of the things that you guys are doing when you are not
Oh
creating
man,
content?
yeah, yes and no. It is fun, but at the same time, it's like, we're trapped in the house. We're not able to go out to dinner every night. We're not able to go do this and that every single day. Because COVID and like all the parameters, especially in California and whatnot. So it's like we really try and find whatever we can to do. I mean, like right now, everyone's in their rooms doing their own thing. They're all editing,
Mhm.
working. Everyone just kind of does their own thing for the most part, and then around like 3, 4-ish, everyone kind of is starting to finish up, and then we just kind of hang out downstairs. We have like my old Xbox 360, so we play like Black Ops 2 Zombies on there all the time. We watch TV. I mean, just like there's not much that we do. It's like I wish. I mean, without COVID, there's so much more going on in our day, but there's only so much we can do here, and we're not like in LA, so it's like we're kind of like out of it. So yeah.
That's so I still think that that's dope as hell though.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you guys are
it's
just
so much
like,
fun. I
right.
mean, it's great. It's great.
So tell us, what else do you have? What are you working on next?
Yeah. So, like I said, how I'm kind of backing off on posting like my positivity content, doing that, how I used to do that every single day. How I'm kind of backing off that and doing like bigger projects like the huge giving back videos. So I'm gonna start doing those. And since I can't do those, every single day or even every single week, and I wanted to start gaming. I've always done gaming. Like I said, I did a gaming clan when I was younger. I've always had so much fun with gaming. So I've started streaming recently. I stream on Twitch every single morning. And I'm gonna start pushing out a ton of gaming content on my page and start doing that along with the bigger projects of the bigger projects of whatever that ends up being.
Absolutely. So if you can give advice to someone that wants to start creating content, what would you say to that person?
Do what you love. That's the number one thing, and that's why I'm not like necessarily posting on TikTok. It's not that I don't love doing all that stuff on my TikTok. It's not that I don't love spreading positivity and doing that every day of my life, because I do. I want to do bigger things though. I want to try and I want to do the top of the top of giving back of stuff like that. I want to do super cool stuff. And I'm going to try and put all of my time and energy towards that. And I recommend you do the same thing. If you're a new content creator trying to get started, do what makes you happy the most, whether that, whatever it is, whether that's basketball. If you enjoy basketball, find whatever you can with basketball, find a way to make basketball into content. If it's gaming, start stream your games. It never hurts to stream, whether or not you get 1 viewer or 100 viewers. It's like, you might as well stream. You never know what's going to happen with it. And as long as you're having fun, that's all that really matters. I personally, money is great. Everyone wants money in their life, but in the end, happiness is what matters in my eyes.
Wow, that's amazing. Josh, thank you so much for joining us and chatting
Of
with us.
course, of course.
Appreciate
Thank you
that.
for having me.
Of course.